Hello guys, and welcome to English Tech. In the 1970s, the Pakistan Air Force took a significant step to further strengthen its air capabilities. As part of this effort, the PAF decided to acquire the most modern fighter jets, and the American LTV A-7 Corsair II was favored. In 1974, Pakistan requested to purchase 110 of these aircraft from the United States, aiming to bolster its air power with a strong fleet. The A-7 Corsair II was a modern attack aircraft designed specifically for ground attack missions. It featured advanced navigation systems, a heads-up display, and terrain-following radar, aiding in low-altitude flights. The A-7 had a weapon payload of approximately 6,800 kilograms, including AGM-65 Maverick air-to-ground missiles, AGM-45 anti-radar missiles, and laser-guided bombs. The aircraft was not only suitable for close air support, but also had the capability to conduct long-range attacks, making it a formidable weapon. Pakistan's intention to acquire 110 A-7s indicated a desire to develop a modern, powerful attack fleet. However, in 1977, the U.S. government, especially under the Carter administration, canceled the deal. There were two primary reasons for this decision. One was the desire to prevent an arms race in South Asia, as the U.S. feared that supplying Pakistan with advanced aircraft like the A-7 could disturb the regional balance of power. The second reason was Pakistan's nuclear program, with the U.S. pressuring Pakistan to halt its nuclear weapons development, making the sale of such advanced aircraft part of that strategy. But when the situation changed and the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, the U.S. saw an opportunity to confront the Soviets. This could not happen without Pakistan's support, so the U.S. extended a hand of friendship and made several offers, including the A-7 aircraft. In the 1980s, the U.S. once again offered the A-7 to Pakistan, but by then, Pakistan was more focused on acquiring a modern multi-role fighter. Although Pakistan still needed a specialized attack aircraft, it had to choose between the F-16 and the A-7 due to budget constraints. Ultimately, only the F-16 was purchased, and the A-7 was replaced with China's A-5. In the 1960s, when the world was entering a new era of jet fighter development, China aimed to design an aircraft that could attack enemy targets while flying close to the ground. This led to the development of the Q-5, based on the Shenyang J-6, the Chinese version of the Soviet MiG-19. In 1958, the People's Liberation Army requested the development of a ground attack aircraft. Chief designer Liu Xiaoping took on the task of making this a reality. Initially, the design was assigned to the Shenyang Aircraft Department, but later it was transferred to the Nanchang Aircraft Manufacturing Corporation. By 1958, a wooden model of the aircraft was created and sent to Beijing for approval. By February 1959, over 15,000 detailed blueprints were completed. However, during wind tunnel testing, many issues were identified. In May 1960, the design was revised, and by 1963, work on it resumed. In the new design, several changes were made, such as lengthening the body to accommodate internal weapons storage and placing the radar at the nose's front. Air intakes were moved to the sides to allow more room in the nose. The aircraft was powered by two WP-6A turbojet engines, giving it impressive speed, though its performance was particularly exceptional at low altitudes. In 1964, Nanchang produced two full-size Q-5 prototypes, and on July 4, 1965, the Q-5 made its first flight. By 1969, the Chinese Air Force had conducted rigorous testing and made more than 40 modifications to the aircraft. In December 1969, mass production of the Q-5 was approved. By 1979, the Q-5 was ready, and Egypt became the first country to purchase it. Around the same time, Pakistan decided to include a modern ground attack aircraft in its fleet. In 1980, Pakistan sent 2 teams of engineers to Nanchang to inspect the Q-5. After evaluating the aircraft, Pakistan deemed it a suitable choice, but requested the addition of Western technology, including modern missile systems. This upgraded version was named the A-5. Pakistan requested modifications to the aircraft, including improved engines, fuel injection seats, new hardpoints to carry NATO bombs, rockets, and Western air-to-air missiles like the R-550 and AIM-9 Sidewinder, as well as new electronic systems. The first 3 modified A-5 prototypes were completed in 1982 and made their first flight in September 1982. Between 1983 and 1984, Pakistan received 54 A-5Cs, which were incorporated into the 16th Black Panthers, 26th Black Spiders, and 7th Bandit squadrons of the Pakistan Air Force. By 1999, a few aircraft had retired due to accidents or technical issues, but 49 A-5s remained in service. In 2003, Pakistan acquired an additional 6 A-5s with further modifications, including a GPS system, chaff and flare dispensers, a J-8602 radar warning system, a laser altimeter, and a new Mk-10 ejection seat. The A-5's performance included a speed of Mach 1.1 and a range of 2,000 kilometers, with a combat range of 600 kilometers. Its armament included 2 23mm guns, 10 hardpoints for carrying various types of rockets, missiles, unguided bombs, cluster bombs, anti-runway bombs, and even nuclear bombs. Pakistan successfully operated this fighter jet for many years, but it was eventually retired in 2011 when the JF-17 Thunder entered service. The Q-5's primary mission was to attack enemy targets at low altitudes. Due to its simplicity, durability, and combat capabilities, it proved to be a highly effective ground attack aircraft. The A-5 not only demonstrated its capabilities in Pakistan, but also in other countries, including Bangladesh, Sudan, and Myanmar. That's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this brief video. I'll see you in another interesting video. Until then, goodbye.